Okay, y'all, so let's check out this 10-hour color correction from Black Box Color. It was Black Box Color that she put on top of brown and blonde, and it was a lot of different colors, but let's get into what we did to fix it and get her fixed up. So I looked for where the line of demarcation where the Black Box Color was and applied only to her ends. I left her roots alone. There were a lot of areas where, see, it's lighter there, so I only want to apply to the dark pieces. And I let the dark pieces process for 10 minutes and then went back to some of those lighter pieces. So I'm starting from darkest to lightest, moving on to the sides where she has some of those like lighter brown pieces. Up at the top, it was too blonde, so I skipped it. So she did have some blonde around her face. I just touched the roots up on that blonde. Since it was already there, we may as well keep it. I didn't want to overlap because those ends were really dry and fragile, so I just put another foil here to keep my lightener from overlapping. So this is what she looked like while she was processing, those blonde ends left out. And this is what it looked like after I rinsed. Still really uneven, so I had to go back in for a second session. And I'm only tackling the areas that are still kind of like red-orange from where the old Black Box Color was. This also shows what one application of Black Box Color can do, especially if it's an uneven application. So there's lots of bands. I just have to strategically go in and just tackle them where I see them. I'm applying more lightener only to those areas because I know that I'm not going to be able to lift any lighter than where we are now. So now I just want to get even. That's the goal. And band by band is how we're going to get as close to even as humanly possible. So some areas were like a splotch. Like, look at this, just like a big splotch of color. And I'm just painting in the same shape that the color is left there on the hair. So I let this all process, and this is what we came up to. It's still not perfectly even, but I have a plan. I'm just gonna go in with color on her roots and then do a root shadow down to that first band. And I use demi-permanent to drag down the root, and here I am toning the ends. We wanna leave the ends as light as possible. So this was the finished product after toning. Going into flat ironing, you see her hair is still super shiny and so nice and healthy. And here is our finish. This color is so beautiful on her skin. Her curls are still intact. I definitely told her to wear it curly for the rest of the summer. Let me know what you think, and like and follow for more color education.